By the end of this video, you'll be able to create assignment categories to help organize your assessments in Gradebook. Here's the situation. You're a teacher in a large K-8 school. You're working in your Gradebook and you'd like to create assignment categories to help you organize the variety of assessments that you'll be doing with your students. What do you need to do? Let's begin on the Gradebook main page and start with a brief explanation of assignment categories. Looking to the lower left side of the page, you'll see the assignment categories window and a list of current categories listed. These include homework, project, quiz, and test. The assignment categories are used to consolidate a teacher's assessments into specific groups to help organize the assessments overall. This means that, for any assessment you produce in Gradebook, you'll assign that assessment to one of the categories that you have created. With your assessments assigned to categories, you'll be able to gauge how students are doing in that particular category at a glance. The categories that you see here came pre-packaged with the Gradebook software, so anyone opening up their Gradebook for the first time will have these categories already set up. Remember, you also have the option to create, edit, and in specific cases, delete assignment categories if needed. Lastly, and most importantly, the assignment categories you create for Gradebook will be the same categories you'll use for all classes you teach, regardless of subject. For example, you're currently looking at a grade 6 phys ed class for Mr. Anderson's homeroom, with the categories shown below. If you click on a different class, say the 6B class, you'll notice that the categories remain the same. Notice that the categories apply to all classes. Note that these categories will also carry over year to year in your Gradebook, so it's vitally important for you to choose assignment categories that will help organize your assessments regardless of grade or subject. For this example, we'll be creating categories that reflect the current assessment expectations set forth in our district. Teachers are asked to assess students through the triangulation of data collected through the observations of students, the conversations they have with students, and the products that these students produce. So, let's get started. For this video, 5 new assignment categories will be created. The first 3 will be conversations, observations, and products. The 4th category will be called benchmark. This will be used to categorize, for example, assessments like the OCA or math screeners. And lastly, an administration category. This will be used to handle day-to-day administrivia. Now, let's begin by creating the observations category. To create a new category, click on the plus sign in the category window shown here. Doing so opens up the Create Assignment Category window. Type a name for this new category. Observations. Type an abbreviation. Assign a color to distinguish this category. Blue. The next group of options will be applied as default settings to any new assessments created for this category. Note that these are default options, but for any individual assignment, you can change these as needed. So, possible points should be set at 0, as most assignments will be assessed through the standards assessment scale and not by points. Extra points should be left at 0. Score type should be left at points. Include and final grade should be checked off. Publishing is set to immediately, and published scores should be checked off as well. If you like, you can also type a description of the category if needed in the box below. Click OK to create this new category. Notice that your new category now appears in the Categories window on the left. Let's do another. To create an assignment category called Conversations, you can once again hit the plus key to open the Creation window. The other option you have is simply to right-click in the Categories window and select Add Category. The name of our new category will be Conversations. Type it in here. For an abbreviation, we'll put CON. We'll choose a color. Let's say green. Points possible. Once again, we'll make that equal to 0, as we're going to be generally using standard scores in our assessment practices. And we can leave the rest of the defaults set as they are. Click OK, and your new category is created. You can repeat this process as needed to create the remainder of your categories. As you can now see, all of the new assignment categories have been created. If you'd like to edit any category, click on that category to highlight it. For example, we'll click on Conversations, right-click to produce the submenu, click Edit. Once again, the Edit Assignment Category window opens up, and you can edit any part of this assignment category as you see fit. Let's simply change the color for a simple one. Make this violet, and click OK. And as you can see, the Conversations category has been edited. You can always edit categories in this fashion. Before deleting any category, it is imperative that you understand the following points. Firstly, your gradebook must have at least one category. And lastly, a category can only be deleted if there are no assessments assigned to that category. This is why it is so important to choose your categories wisely, because they cannot be deleted later if assessments are attached to them. Now, because I already created new categories, let's delete the others. To delete a category, click on that category to highlight it. Homework. Right-click. Click on Delete. Are you sure you want to delete the selected category? Click OK. Click on Project, right-click, Delete, OK. Click on Quiz, right-click, Delete, OK. Test, right-click, Delete, OK. Now all the unwanted categories are deleted and your gradebook is set up with new categories ready to go. Congratulations! You've successfully created assignment categories in your gradebook. You'll now be able to organize your assessments by category, and by doing so, will provide you a better overview of student achievement.